Welcome to the U.K.E-Liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night and it's time to talk a little bit mixing and a little bit of normal chat. So who we've got on tonight is myself, Benny Vapes. We have got our own mixing guru, which is Graham Net Reality. We have got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes. We have got the one and only, the chairman of the board, which is Bill. And we've got our own mixing maestro, which is Tim, Advocate for Liberty.
Who's sinking?
Welcome. Who's sinking?
Bump up the chair, Tim.
Me? I'm sinking on purpose. I'm trying to fall into the category that Benny was talking about. See there, now I'm sinking.
There
See?
you go.
Oh dear.
All
So right, I hope you're all
do
right.
the show from down here.
Yeah.
All like that.
So if you are in chat and you look at the top, make sure you're not in twat chat. If you are in twat chat, swap it over into live chat and you'll keep up with everything we are doing. So sorry we're a little bit late. We was waiting for Bill's internet to catch up with us.
I don't think it did, though.
Oh, you seem a bit better than you were earlier on. You're not.
Well, when I first came back on, I was trying to open like YouTube and it wouldn't open. So I'm thinking I'm still slow. So it's just we're in a good phase right now.
Yeah, but that's just normal, Bill.
Get the show in the next 5 minutes.
No, you definitely seem better than you were when we first came on. Who's dropped something in chat now? What's that? Something we're in chat and I ain't got a clue.
That's just Tim sending me that.
Well, I'm like, what's that in chat? Well, I couldn't even understand it. So, what we'll do is we will get Liam to run through chat, if you would, please.
Yeah, in chat tonight we have, once it scrolls up, we have Swamp Thing, Headers Facts, Barry Jones, B, Craig D, Rocky Tooney, Lady Liberty, Tim B, and Tommy V.
There we go.
Yeah, nice and quick.
No way, Tommy. I mean, priorities. Priorities. All right.
So welcome everybody. If you haven't seen the start of the show, it is I've lost my cherry and I haven't seen it for years. So we're going to be talking about cherries and storm fruits.
Hey, Ken.
Pecan. That was nuts. That was last week.
No, I said, hey, Ken.
Oh, right. I thought you said, hey, I thought you said pecan. I'm going to say that was last week. All right, good. Scuba. Graham's hair has got a mind of its own. It's like a triffid. Fuzzbox. All right.
It's not hair, it's a tribble. He's got a tribble on top of his head.
He's got a tribble. What the fuck's a tribble?
Only Trekkies will get it, so don't worry.
All right. If you said you got a syrup on his head.
Watched Green Eggs and Ham, the series, huh?
Well, Green Eggs and Hams want that Mr. Fox or whatever it is.
You gotta watch the new one that's on Netflix, I believe.
Yes, Netflix.
Yeah, you gotta watch the new series on Netflix. He's got one of those hair pieces, those living hair pieces, like that the evil guy has.
Mr. Bond.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, except in Graham's case, it was pleased to meet you, Mr.
No,
Bond.
I'm still here.
Oh dear. Right, so what we'll do is we will go around and see what everybody's vape machine of choice tonight is, and we'll start with Graham.
Yeah, okay. I'm on the Guar with the Barrage, and in that I've got some of my Country Fudge. And I've got the Minikin 3 with the blank on top. I don't change. And I've got I've got something in there. Wait a sec. I'm not getting old. I've got the Honey Peach, which I made. I think I made it on the show.
All right, yeah.
And I'll pass it to Tim.
I've got the fog kit with the drag TPP on it top with the ultimate pina colada mix in it, and then I've got I got the VT 250 H cigar with the barrage on top, and in that I got chocolate raspberry panettone with toasted marshmallow.
Oh, that's the recipe you sent us. I'll put
Yeah, that's the one I sent you just for the show. It's sweet. And I'm going to, you know what? We're going to throw it off this week because it'll be more fun. I'm going to throw it to Bill.
It's private.
Basically, I was thinking Graham would be on the hairdresser mod tonight, but I guess,
Yeah.
is that not working, or is it broke, or did you break the
No, it's
hairdresser
actually
mod?
broke. I've got two of them, but then both are broke. I've had enough of Ultroners. That's 3 Ultroners which have gone.
Well, I've told you can have mine. Just send me your address. I'll send it
I'll
over.
make it 4.
I don't use it. I got it. I don't like it. So you can have it.
Oh, I'm on the Evil Dildo, which never breaks. You just have to put batteries in it a lot. No, that's all. With the Arbiter on top, oddly enough, with see, that has got the banana nut muffin in it that I finally put it in an Arbiter to see how it would. I've got the banana calmed down some. I put a bunch more nut muffin in it. And then it's steeped for a couple of weeks. It's not bad. I think I may make it again. I may just leave the banana out and just do the banana nut bread with the nut muffin and not add the extra banana. I'm also on the GER 21 with the Arbiter on top. And then that one I have the crisp Rocky Treat. And that one's going well. And that's the only 2 I'm on tonight. I'll throw it to Liam.
Okay, tonight I got the Vupu X217 with the Voltro V3 on top. And in that, I have got some custom Malone from Wolftown.
Yeah, you're vaping your own stuff.
It was only a little bottle, and it's just gone far too quickly.
Did you just take some of it out of the bottle that you made for Mick?
Yeah, Mick's loving that. Yeah.
Because he said he got this custom,
Yeah.
high level treatment going on here. He got his made.
I mixed up about 200 ml for myself.
Mick said his bottle tasted
doesn't
like
last
it
long.
was part urine. I don't know. Did you fill it like the rest of the way?
The secret ingredient. Shh. Just for Mick. I got Soho Crunch loaded up in the Titan top of the Hammer of God. And that is it for me tonight. Over to Benny.
Cheech. Hello, Craig D. Hello, Serio. Hello. They're saying, I'm here. I'm here. We're here. I am on the chair mod with the chair reject tank, which is the GEE-21 with the Arbiter 2 on top. And inside that, I've got some perfume.
Aqua Velva.
Yeah. That is a blue slush candy.
High karate.
High
Aqua
karate,
Velva.
yeah.
Yeah,
Does
that
look
would
like
actually
that.
be-
Yeah, like
It's a blue slush candy, Aqua Velva. There you go.
yeah. And I'm also on the AG Solo with the Arbiter Solo, and inside that I have got some RY Benny Ho. I'll make up myself. And that is me. That is me. Nice and simple done. I'm going to have to get a bigger buffet so it goes on a bit longer. And do you like pugs and things like that?
No,
So it
like
I
takes
could
up
bring
half
over
an
the
hour.
coffee table. We can be here about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Just do what Bill
But-
just do what Bill does and just bring out the same mod and same tank every time.
yeah. Same one. Just
And just make up what juice is in there.
I purposely stopped bringing so many things over to the desk because it used to be like 15, 20 setups. And it's like, this is ridiculous.
yeah. So yeah, like I say, we are talking about stone fruits, not stoned, as in drilling hole. As we've just been talking about drilling hole in an apple and use it as a bong and all like that. Stoned, as in peach, as in cherry, as in nectarine. What's Graham? What are you shaking your head for?
Why are they called stone fruits?
Because they've got stones inside them.
making an apple into a bong.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you're talking about the
explain that one.
seeds?
I don't know. I've just seen it on a
Explain
film. I've just seen it
I
on a
don't
film
have-
where they're drilling a hole in it. And
Those are seeds. Those aren't stones.
Yeah.
they're called stoned fruits.
So then a watermelon would be one because it's got stones in it, right?
No, they're
what?
seeds.
No.
No, it has to be like
That's
one big one. Bill, just worry about cherry. Cherry is a stone fruit. You can't deny it.
Just to my beat. Both
Yeah,
channels.
because cherry doesn't have any kind of a seed in it. It's just a stem and a cherry. There's no seed.
Not an emo.
Yeah.
You're supposed to
not
chew
an
them
emo.
things, though, Bill.
Eugene, you
that,
all right,
right?
mate? So we've got the real Tommy V and Tommy V. Can the real Tommy V please stand up? Please stand up. Greg D says naturally extracted cherry flavouring is the way to go. Avoid the cough medicine, vape, and easiest to mix with. When liquid manufacturers get naturally extracted cherry from, I do not know.
They extract it from a cherry. I hate to say it, but yeah, talking deep diving with Swaggy on how that goes, and each one's a little different. None of them are exactly the same type of extraction. They have to do some things. Sometimes they have to freeze dry it first. Sometimes not. So it really depends on the fruit.
Did he tell you how they did do it?
Bring it out. A little press, like that.
Eventually, you'll have to soak it in like your PG.
Papa Coils. Didn't say hello to Mick as well. Hey up, Mick. Rockazuna says peanuts have 2 stones sometimes. More.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, sometimes they're hard as a rock. Have you ever had a peanut and you go bite into it, you pop it open, you throw that in my mouth, and it's hard as a rock? I hate that.
So how about the replay Rangers? Where the hell they go to?
Well, I stopped commenting about them, so they don't write anything on now. They can put comments on, I never answer. What we got? Swamp Thing says Flavour X Peach Gummy is my bag at the moment. Mogul Vip says a stone fruit is a fruit with a large stone inside. The stone is sometimes called the seed, but that is a mistake, as the seed inside is in the stone. The stones can also be called a pit.
Now, pit, yeah. Now then I understand what you're saying. So we're talking about pit fruits, pitted fruit.
I don't know, we call them stone fruits. The thing with a massive thing inside it, something that hard if you break your teeth if you chew on it. Like a cherry has.
Okay.
So you talking about? Bill said he doesn't even know that there's anything hard inside. He's swallows them whole.
I just vape it. There's no stone in it,
Mango
once you
is
vape it
another
a little
one.
bit, you get stone, but it's none in it.
Yeah, that's a different kind of cherry, Bill.
Well, I've got it right there. It says cherry.
I knew that was going to come up at some point.
We've got Bill's favourite one
Chocolate
as well.
tacos,
We have got his favourite one, which is mango.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mango.
He's always in it. He loves a bit of mango, does Bill?
Does avocado come into it?
Well, if it's a fruit, then yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Is it a fruit?
I think it's a fruit.
I don't know. I thought we were vegetables myself.
I'm curious. I think it is a fruit.
Yeah.
I think so.
Feels like one.
Oh, so yes, Cherry B. That's one thing's already said, Cherry B. So, right, so we'll crack on and we'll talk about cherry first. So, what is your favourite cherries? Do you do cherries? Because cherry seems to be coming round that a lot of people are doing cherries at the moment. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of cherries, coming out. Does anybody use cherries in chat? Let us know.
Cherry is
avocado is a fruit. So,
cherry is a very hard flavour to actually use because a lot of the time they do come across as very medicinal. There's only, I think, about 3 of them. There's only about 3 cherries I think I've used that I actually enjoyed. Vape Train Cherry. One of the flavours black cherry jelly bean. FA black cherry, not the other FA cherry. Yeah, FA black cherry, but you have to use it really low. And Inawera cherries. And cherries in liqueur from Inawera as well.
So do you get the like the SSA cherry compote? Do you get that weird?
That's one I haven't actually used yet.
I get a weirdness off it. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means, but for me, I do get a little bit of that.
Because I got some
Nisk like flavor.
Yeah, I got some weirdness off the Mullenberry cherry. The Mullenberry cherry, though, that seemed to steep out a little bit after about 3 or 4 weeks.
I found that the brighter cherries do a little bit better with that. They might come out as a Ludens, but at least it's better than Robitussin.
Craig D says, I only asked a bastard question for fuck's sake. Keep positive. I don't know what bastard question he's asking. I think he said something about VTA. I don't know, sort of lost in the mist of time is that one. So ask it again, and then we'll answer the question.
Yep.
I see.
What I have found though, Zippy actually hit on it with she did a cherry mix where she used FA black cherry with a tiny bit of FA black currant
All right, yeah.
to pop that cherry and help support her a little bit, and it works really well. So I've actually done a cherry mix sort of based on that. I'm working on a cherry custard at the moment, which uses Wonder Flavors black cherry and Wonder Flavors black currant, because I wanted to see if it works with any black currant and any cherry, or whether it is specifically just the FAs.
Right.
That Wonder Flavors black currant's a good one to go with it too.
How about almond? I get a cherry note off of almond.
Yeah, I get slight cherry notes off almond.
Yeah, and
as well.
the funny thing is, it's a better cherry note than a lot of the cherries.
Yeah. I've actually thrown some almond custard in there from Wonder Flavors to try and actually add a little bit of depth to that cherry as well.
Yeah.
I've tried so many different cherries and I struggle. It's one of those flavors I just can't get right. My favorites, I think my two favorites. I like the cherry compote. I think it's Juicy Cherries by SSA, and I'm probably the third one. And my favorite one is the old Flavor West, something cherry. I can't remember what it's called.
Natural cherry, is it?
No, the cherry berry.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
The Juicy Cherry from SSA. I like that one too.
Ken's put in black cherry and morella cherry MF.
And someone's already mentioned it once tonight about the naturally extracted cherries. Yeah, I do prefer the VSO ones from what I have. I don't have the medicine flower one, so I can't say that one yet. But the naturally extracted is way, way better, like less medicinal.
Something like cherry compote.
Cherry was nice.
So, does a Bakewell have cherry in it? Yeah, well, let's call it cherry Bakewell.
Supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's normally got, is it cherry jam as well as the maraschino cherry on top?
Yeah, it's supposed to, usually it has a little chunk of the maraschino cherry chunks.
But
that's
frangipan.
Marzipan.
It's frangipan in Bakewell. Which I think is slightly different to marzipan.
I think he's on his period. So yes, it's VSO. If you can get it from somewhere else, naturally extracted. There won't be many more that do naturally extracted. Medicine flower, yeah, like I say. So sorry about that. But it just come from cherries.
I can't believe you got a smart ass answer from this panel. That's the thing.
Yeah, I would have been shocked when he said that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure of how many flavor houses actually do natural extractions or actually use artificial.
Not a lot. That's why to keep the costs down, they really can't in a lot of cases.
I think that's why it always ends up tasting like medicine, that old paracetamol thing what you used to get, didn't it? With a cherry taste to it. It always ends up tasting like that.
I like that medicine-y taste that you get with cherries.
I'm not a massive fan of it.
WS22, 23.
To mask it?
No, just to bring it out a little bit more.
Luden Brothers used to have a good cherry cough drop, and Smith Brothers had a good cherry cough drop. Those were the only two would be that you could have that weren't that Hall's Mentholyptus shit or something that you didn't want. You know?
I find a lot of them when they do cherries, it ends up tasting like cherry tunes.
Yeah.
Now, see, is this a subjective thing though? Whereas if you've had cherry medicine, that it makes you dislike the artificial cherry flavors.
I think so. Yeah, I do think so.
That's possible.
Probably why I like it.
Gram's broken. We got that. Yep.
So
Bill's been saying it for years.
wait a second. We've got a roving reporter with a safety information. Herb Williams, as a roving reporter, has put in a safety information. Anyone using a mech tonight, hope you all make sure you be safe and drip as much juice into your contacts. It helps it perform better, apparently. That was a panel of our roving reporter, nothing to do with the panel on the show. Thank you. Craigie's vaping cough.
That's just made me laugh. I'm just doing a drift.
Oh boy.
Yes, one thing, mango is a stone fruit. Yes, we will talk about that as well. But yeah, so VSO seems to be, but that we can't. It's a cult flavour. We cannot get it, which is a bit shite. But
Yeah, I'm not too sure about medicine flower in the UK either.
Oh, really?
What, naturally extracted?
Yeah, no, I don't know where to actually buy medicine flower in the UK.
Graham bought it.
Graham, get on to that. Where can we buy it?
Graham paid $600 for a 10 ml bottle.
yeah.
And then he wonders why he's not making money off some of the liquids.
Yeah. My hands are sweating like a... don't know what tonight's that one. I had to get that in, Bill, you see.
Sweating like a stuck pig.
Yes.
Real Foods online.
All right.
All right, okay.
I'll just check to see if they've got cherry in.
Yeah, but if you can get a naturally extracted, they do typically, with certain ones, they're better. Some are not as good, ironically. There's a few that, if the naturally extracted versions are like just, I'd rather have the fake one.
Rockatuni says medicine flower ships internationally.
Yep.
Apparently.
But you can get an off note from naturally extracted as
you can
as well as anything else. It depends on your taste buds.
Yeah, we just talked about this recently, Bill. A lot of them are naturally extracted with an alcohol, and then the alcohol is taken away. But when it's naturally extracted with the alcohol, sometimes that flavor, if you're really sensitive to it, could be left behind.
Yeah, that alcohol gives a really perfumey flavor.
Yeah, they've got it in, but I don't think you want to buy it.
Go on, how much is it?
Flower, black cherry extract, 30 mils, 40 quid.
So if you want some medicine flower, it will cost you a mortgage.
I'll go to medicine flower itself. It's probably cost you cheaper than that. But they're normally in 15 mil bottles.
Yeah, but the thing about it is with 30 mils of that, you're basically, everybody on this panel will be dead before they use that 30 mils. So it's really not.
Yeah, but what happens if you buy it and you don't like it?
Because you're only going to use like a drop.
Well, I've already figured out a plan to this one, Graham. I've got a master list going of the ones that everybody's talking about. There's a list of the ones you avoid and the ones you get. Especially when it comes to something that's that expensive, you kind of want to list.
Craig D says, has FLV got a decent cherry?
I'm just checking now to see if I've tried any Flora cherries.
I have one. I think I do have a cherry by FLV, but I'm not sure if it's decent.
Yeah, exactly. That might be the way to go. Yeah, get a tin of cherries out of cupboard and sieve it.
Just pour the juice in.
Yeah, use the juice as a concentrate. Rocky says FLV's got milk and honey. All the rest, yeah.
Hey, Rocky, you better watch it. If Michelle happens to be in chat, she's going to be after you.
Flavora, according to the master flavor list in ELR, there are 5: Bing cherry, black cherry, cherry blossom, cherry filling, and Rainier cherry.
Oh, quite like that. Is cherry blossom? I use that quite.
I could see that cherry blossom, but that's not going to be like the same as a cherry. I mean, technically it's a cherry, but the blossom is going to be like floral. But
yeah.
I've heard of that Rainier cherry.
Other fact says, has anyone tried to make a cherry brandy?
That's a good idea.
So I've tried Flavora black cherry.
Right.
There's a very slight plasticky off note to it when you first mix it, but that steeps out after. It takes about 4 weeks to actually steep out.
Wow, that's a long steep on a fruit, isn't it?
Yeah, it leaves a sweet black cherry with a little bit of tartness at the end. But I did test it at 1%. So 1% got is nearing the highest percentage for this flavor. So that would be 1% as a single flavor.
Right.
So you're looking at using it really low in the mix. So that plasticky off note you might not get if you use it low enough. I probably only got that because it was towards the
Because you
highest
pushed it up.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't make a cherry, but I did make a stone fruit brandy, the plum tobacco brandy,
Ooh.
and that was actually
When,
very
when
good.
somebody mentioned the cherry brandy, I just went, "Oh, I wonder." Went to the Mandalorian's ELR page,
Has he done one?
and yeah, of course he has.
All right. Well, we can bring that up then, cherry brandy.
I bet it's all cold, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, right. Fair enough. Well, don't fucking bring it up then.
Rocky, if you try it, let me know if it's
there
worth
you
it.
go. VSO apple brandy at 3, VSO apple at 2.25, cherry at 1.50, and lemon VSO at 1.
How do you naturally extract brandy?
Don't know, to be honest with you.
Well, you extract everything else. You
drinking
extract
it.
everything. Think about it. You're extracting with alcohol, and then the alcohol is removed. So you already have the alcohol. You just remove it.
Yeah, Craig
the
gave
flavor.
a good one with Almaretto. You suggested Almaretto.
My radar, all the little yellow things are lightning bolt strikes.
All right.
That's what it's like around my house right now.
Oh joy!
I keep hearing,
So we see one of two
boom.
things possibly happen in the stream: either Bill will just disappear, or we'll watch Bill.
Yeah. So we've got amaretto, almond. Buxton has FLV cherry filling, but never used it. Cherry tobacco flavour would be good.
Tommy.
Tommy, does brandy have nipples? It probably does, actually. Well, it depends. It could be. It depends which brandy you're on about, male or female, or in between.
You can have a slippery nipple or a buttery nipple. Yeah, those are two good drinks.
But Liam,
Neither one have brandy in them, I don't think. So.
which is a cherry in a Wera cherry, because there's quite a lot of Inawera cherries. Isn't
Yeah,
there?
you got
What's the
Inawera
good one?
cherry. You got Inawera cherry. Inawera cherry is very much like a cherry drop sweet, cherry drops candy. It's got a very, very slight off note to it, but it's not that bad of a medicinal note. But the more natural cherry is the Inawera cherries.
Yeah.
And then they've got Inawera cherries in liqueur. And that's actually a good one. That will probably be quite a good one to actually drop to pair with brandy.
Yeah, probably so if it's a liqueur one, won't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that'll be quite good. And what about a tobacco one? Because tobacco cherry is totally different from a cherry, innit? Do you know what I mean?
It is.
Like the old pipe tobacco
Yeah,
cherry?
like the old pipe tobacco cherry, yes. It's totally different. It's not like a cherry, a medicinal cherry. It's not like a cherry either.
Yeah,
No,
Not really. It's like almost goo.
You'd want a really dark cherry as well to pair with the tobacco.
Again,
So-
you all right, mate?
I potentially reach for one of the black cherries, like the FA black cherry or the Flavora black cherry. But yeah, you're still not going to get quite the same cherry tobacco taste.
Bob?
Bob?
Stulu?
Oh, Bob.
Yes.
Hi, Mike.
Molasses.
Brandy was a fine girl. What a good wife she would be. You know.
Brandy's my cousin. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Well, that was a song. Remember Brandy?
Yeah.
So
I
there you
know
go. So there's a few cherries out there. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. Looks like
I would say, actually, if truth be told, more sway toward the bad than the good.
Yeah, I tried the SSA.
If you don't want a medicinal taste.
The SSA cherries seem to be quite good, and I can't remember which
they're
one.
not bad.
Which one's okay? There's one which is really good. I think it's juicy cherries or juicy cherry.
The juicy cherry is the one I prefer.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
The cherry compote is is a good like compote, but it's kind of got a slight medicinal taste. In the mixes, it's not as bad. But if you're trying to single flavor it, it was pretty.
Mullenberry red cherry kind of put me off trying the SSA cherries.
Yeah.
Because the red cherry is very, very, I found it very medicinal. But then the cherry they use in their rocket pop is actually a good cherry.
I love that rocket pop. That was Nick got me into the rocket popsicle.
Yeah, that rocket pop is really good, and you can my teeth bite in. You can use that standalone as well.
Yeah,
it's pretty much a one shot.
Bob says he's not a fan of compote.
No,
in a way of cherries
I'm
and
not
the two VSOs.
super a fan either. I'm saying it's all right. I don't like it that much, but I can see if you're not sensitive to that, like, or you don't mind it, like Graham doesn't mind it, it'll be fine. I mean, but I'm not a fan myself.
This works well. Where did I see it? Who asked it? Someone asked the question and I lost it. Tim B. Soho Crunch actually works quite well, mouth to lung, for tobacco, with a little bit of custard as well. It's not very tobacco forward though, so if you wanted a full on tobacco, it might not be what you wanted.
Tim B, did you see that he's after a mouth to lung tobacco or custard flavour?
Yeah, that's what.
Is that what we're just on about?
Do you want to bring it up, Liam?
How about
Soho Crunch?
Yeah.
How about plums and prunes? They've got a big ass rock in them. But you don't ever see any prune flavored vapes.
Only if you want to go to the toilet, Bill.
Now you do know what a prune is, right, Bill? Versus a plum.
That's it's just
okay.
Without the pit. Yeah.
Craig D wants to know: is it more about going really low with cherries, or does it work like that? Know what I mean? How about making a cherry with a different flavours, not cherry? Like what though?
There are some that get worse if you turn them up, yes, but generally speaking, a lot of these, even at low percentages, you still can taste that off note.
Yeah. What you can try, you could try layering them, but I'm not too sure whether that would even work with them because it might just enhance each other's off notes.
Well, I that's what I tried. I tried using different ones, layering them, and I was no.
Zippy's trick with the the black currant, or was it black currant?
It was the FA black cherry and the FA black currant. That was really good. No, as I said, I'm not too sure whether that worked because the FA black currant isn't actually black currant; it's a red currant.
Right.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's a red currant, not a black currant. But I thought I'd give it a try with another cherry and another black currant just to see if
you replicate the same thing,
whether it does work or whether it is specifically just that combo.
Yes. Yeah. We'll come back to that next
and
time.
The Wonder Flavors black currant is a nice. You mentioned it is a nice sweet black currant too. It's got a nice sweetness to it that actually probably should alleviate some of that medicinal quality.
Yeah, and I do have another tobacco recipe, but I haven't released it yet.
See you later, Tommy. Thanks for joining us.
I'm getting very backed up on recipes at the moment, and I don't know why I'm just not releasing them. But it's caramel tobacco is what I use in my pipe. So that would probably be really something that Tim wants as well. So I'll release that soon. All right, so I got Soho Crunch up, so I'll just share screen on that.
Awesome.
So it's quite a strong full flavoured one. It's 0.75% of Jungle Flavors biscuit, 5% Mom and Pop Calipita Chow, 3.25% Vape Train Creme Brulee, 6% FA Soho, and 5% Cap Vanilla Custard. It works really well. It's really nice when you do direct to lung. You actually get more of the custard and biscuit. And when you mouth to lung it, the tobacco comes out that little bit more.
Well, there you go. That might be a nice one for you. Try that out. I'd like you to try that.
Soho for ages.
Craig D says almond and something would make a cherry. Something though,
Yeah, a lot of the almond flavors out there do have some cherry-like notes to them. The same as marzipan. When you use that low, anything almondy flavor tends to taste a lot like cherry. So
Yeah,
you
see,
could try using that.
Is Tim B looking for a strong tobacco or not? Because if you're not looking for a strong tobacco, I got this. The Fruity Peanut Butter Smoothie V2 with Glory from FAA at 0.3, Mango Pineapple Passion Flavor at 1, Pralines Flavor at 0.4, Vanilla Bean Ice Cream Flavor West at 3, and White Chocolate Flavor at 1. It doesn't have a lot of that tobacco flavor off the start, but after it steeps about a week, you did get a hint of tobacco in there that's there. It's like a nice beginner level tobacco flavor. That's one that actually works really well too, even in MTL, because I use that in the Caliber pods without any issue.
In that I've got that Hawaii Benio. I use Hawaii 4 double, but I've ran out. But remember when I got that mixery box, I got some of that. Mixed blend.
Private?
From Essence.
Oh, I can change. Why is that private? It shouldn't be.
So
private.
that's not a bad. As you can see, it's rather
Sorry
dark.
about that.
Don't use it that high. A couple of percent, bit of custard premium in it.
I've also got a cigar, a whiskey cigar. No, brandy cigar, sorry. Which called Moriarty. I'll just drop that one into chat as well.
What you probably have to do, Tim, is push it up a little bit higher, or do you know what I mean? Just to get, if you're not getting it in mouth to lung.
Yep.
So you just have to tweak them just another 0.5% maybe, just to get that little bit more.
Yeah, I would use the feature on the LR that they have where you can just adjust the percentages.
Yeah.
So you can adjust the whole recipe up by say 5%.
And
Just
then
do
you
what I do.
still
Don't
might
make
have to
mouth
tweak.
lung.
Yeah.
You still might have
Mouth
to
to lungs
tweak
for
it a little
girls.
bit because some flavors in MTL make a
Free
big
right?
difference and some not
Yeah.
so much. So you might have to still tweak it out to get it just where you want it.
I
I've
think
got
generally,
the old Cherry Tunes recipe if you want me
All
to.
right,
bring
yeah.
So it's cherry berry at 5, lemon round candy at 1.5. That makes it slightly sticky. Menthol Flavor West natural at 1.5 and some super sweet. And somebody added a little bit of eucalyptus just to boost it up a little bit.
All right, yeah.
So I'll put that in. Put that into chat. Quite a simple one and very few flavors.
So one thing's off to Bakewell on Saturday to get a pudding. You need to put cherry ice by Vaping Fossil.
Yeah, I won some free shit first time I entered a competition for ages, and look what I got.
Yes, the Jack Rabbit's Cherry Bakewell.
Have you had it yet?
I've got it. I haven't tested it yet. I've got that for review. Have you tested it?
No, not yet.
Craig D's saying, right, so we've got marzipan, almond, and something would equal cherry. Let's find something.
Marzipan, almond.
Could you put that blackcurrant in it? What we're on about when we're... Do you know that might boost that
the
cherry
red
in the
currant?
almond up? Red currant in it, yeah.
What about raspberry?
Raspberry, yeah, might lighten it up a little bit.
Because you just need to bring that cherry out of that almond a little bit more, don't you?
yeah, I think the key with bringing the cherry out in the almond would be to use something like the blackcurrant or the raspberry really low though. So
Yeah.
you're looking at like 0.25, 0.5%. Because otherwise those actual flavors will bleed into it as well.
Yeah, you just want to try and boost it a little bit, don't you? Just sort of give it a kick rather than overrun it.
What might work is maybe a little bit of forest fruits.
Oh, yeah.
The jungle flavors forest fruits is more cherry forward than the FA one. So you give that a try at a really low percentage and see if that actually helps push the cherry notes out a little bit more.
Yeah. So there you go. So we've got marzipan, we've got almond, and we've got some jungle flavours forest fruits. Bob a bit of that in, see what you think.
I would fire on the raspberry.
Or raspberry, yeah.
I think I've seen that done before. I can't remember where they added a little bit of raspberry to the cherry. It was for a cherry bakewell because I tried to make that cherry bakewell a couple of times and I've just got no. Hey cherry, why are we doing cherries?
Well, we'll move off for cherries because we've done
wanted
cherries.
to.
Because Rocky Toon has moved us on to the next thing, which is he's done a simple sour stone fruit mix. Rocky Ato's super sour plum soft candy.
That sounds good.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
To be fair, plum is not something that you really use that much. You don't see. Like, I've got some of this.
Oh, I absolutely love that plum tobacco brandy.
The
Plum Job, which is a tobacco.
the plum, Wonder Flavors plum is really good. The new one that they've released.
All right, yeah.
That's a really good plum. And Vape Train Red Dates. It's not quite a plum, but I think you can actually use it to push some plum-like notes. And I don't know whether it might be red dates in that plum tobacco you've got.
Is that what you reckon it might be?
Yeah, I think it might be Vape Train Red Dates in that.
Well, it could be. It's Australian, so it could very well be. Could very well be that. Have you got his recipe up?
Yeah, is that the plum purple?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it's on sale at the moment in Chefs. I was looking through their sale kind of thing, and they've got a lot of wonder flavors for £1.
Yeah, it's a really good plum, that. You're probably not going to reach for it very often because, as Benny said, plum isn't really something that a lot of mixers work with.
No.
And it's one of those fruits, I think, where you either like it or you hate it.
Oh, the plum and cashew with the brandy and Turkish tobacco worked really, really well, actually, that plum tobacco brandy.
Here you go. I've got Rocky's recipe here.
How about rhubarb with the cherry a little to
No, I can't see.
Sweeten it up. Just
rhubarb isn't sweet though. Rhubarb is tart.
Tart.
Just we put sugar on it.
He's thinking of the compote. He's thinking of rhubarb compote. He's thinking of like rhubarb pie.
Rhubarb compote, the Vape Train rhubarb compote.
Yeah, but that's
But
actually
cherry and rhubarb would probably go really well together,
to
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Do you know, if you want that sour sort of taste to them, they'd probably go really well, rhubarb and cherry.
Yep.
I've got Rocky's plum recipe here, so I'll just give a quick share screen on that, and I've dropped it into chat as well. So this is Rocky Ato's Super Sour Ume Plum Soft Candy. It's 1% cotton candy jelly bean from Wonder Flavors, 1.5% plum purple from Wonder Flavors, and 1% sour gummy candy from Wonder Flavors. See if there's any notes. Pucker up pickled plum candy. Includes soft plum candy flavored candies with super sour plum paste inside. Made with pickled plum.
He's now making up his own sweet line, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, what I like is it says translate.
it was a Japanese.
Yeah.
I'm going to click on
Candy.
translate just to see where it does. Hasn't done anything. Because sometimes those translate buttons can be quite funny.
Scuba's just said, Bill, what was your new flavour you made? Was it called Enshaw? Enshaw?
After Bill.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to figure out what's shore.
Enshaw.
And short.
Enshaw?
Ensure. Yeah. It's an old people joke, is what that is.
Right. That's why I don't get it.
Yeah, it's like a milky substance you're supposed to drink in the morning to get more energy or whatever or something. So yeah.
Right. I see.
I don't need
He don't need to pick me up.
Yeah.
He's got cherry.
Yeah.
So yeah, plums, they don't really use that much in plums. There's only a couple of flavours. Like I said, it's plum tobacco from, what is it? VB. Vaping Bogan. He's done that one. I find it quite, it's nice. It's a bit different because, like I say, you don't really use plum that often.
I did use plum in I can't find it. What did I call it?
But to be fair, you don't really, you eat plum as a fruit, but you don't have them as all else. You don't have them as a pudding, do you? Do you know
I
what
don't
mean?
eat plum.
Yeah.
No,
Well, what do you have it as a plum? A plum pudding?
plums?
I ain't eating no damn plum. I tell you that right now.
Right, so
You don't like plums either, Bill?
No.
I made the UK version so you can make it. Okay, the plum
I've got
tobacco
plum
brand,
tree out
a
in my
version
garden.
you can make.
Well, that makes a change.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Are you bringing it up then? You're just telling us that you've made a recipe.
Oh yeah, there's one ingredient I don't
I
have.
don't know
But
how
I've
to
heard
pronounce it since it doesn't say VSO.
Yeah, no, I don't want to now. No.
Yeah, I'll just drop it in chat. We won't show it.
Plum tobacco brandy V2, brandy from Flavor Art at 1%, cashew from Wonder Flavors at 1%, plum purple from Wonder Flavors at 1%, and Turkish tobacco from Flavor at 1%.
nice.
There,
It'd probably go well with that
brand
Turkish
you can
tobacco. Though, won't it?
that actually works really well with the plum and the cashew.
Yeah, because Turkish tobacco's a bit
And the
more...
brandy also kind of like, I don't know, that just gives you that like feel like, you know, sitting in a smoking bar somewhere.
Cereal,
It's
yes,
that
probably so. Yeah,
reminiscing thing. Yeah.
it says Cereal says if you steep plum tobacco long enough, does it become prune tobacco? Leave it out in
Bill,
sulphur a bit.
Bill, answer the question. You're the only one that could answer
I
that.
don't like either one of those. So actually, I don't like any of the three. I don't like plums. I don't like prunes. And I don't like tobacco flavors in the vape.
He also doesn't like to steep.
I've got
I don't mind steep. Yeah.
I've actually used Inawera plum in the recipe as well. The cherry bakewells,
Is it
they actually released around about Christmas time a trifle bakewell.
All
So
right,
there was
yeah.
no cherries in there, but it was a plum jam. So you had a custard topping with the hundreds of thousands sprinkles on top, and then it was just the usual sort of bakewell pie base with raspberry jam, which was quite nice. So I actually made one of those.
See,
And
Benny, Barry Jones is with
Barry
me.
Jones, yeah, I've just said he likes stewed plums and custard.
I did a trifle. So I did a trifle bakewell. So it's 2.5% FA apple pie, 1.5% FA cookie, 3% custard premium, 0.25% Inawera plum, 0.5% of Flavora pound cake, 3% vape train raspberry jam, and 0.75% shisha vanilla. So the pie base is actually the apple pie, the cookie, and the pound cake. The pound cake was to give it some of that crumbly texture that you actually get from the bakewells. Then custard premium and the shisha vanilla give you the topping. And then the 0.25% plum was actually just enough to bend that raspberry jam into more of a plum jam.
All right, yeah.
That was almost 40 vape years ago, though. That said 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each year equals 10 vape years.
Yeah. I'm a bit disappointed. There's no sprinkles on it, though.
No, because I didn't actually have Flavor West sprinkles. And now that I've actually bought Flavor West sprinkles and tried them, at the end of the day, it's just sugar. That's all hundreds and thousands are. So it doesn't really taste of anything to me.
So one thing saying, any damson flavours out there? I don't know what a damson is. Anyone know what a damson is?
Ted Danson?
Cheers.
I don't know any.
Isn't that a plum as well?
Don't know. Bob wants, I would love to make a Ludden's cough drop.
I go for Smith Brothers. They're better than Luden's, Bob.
Yeah, it's a plum.
All right.
Damson.
Google that.
It's a subspecies of the plum tree.
Mm.
Ah,
But the name Damson is derived from, let's see.
Hold
Damn.
me
Where's the
closer, Tiny
difference?
Dancing.
Damsons Damsons are longer in shape than plums. They generally have deep blue skins and they are spicier and more tart, making them better for cooking. Popular pick for jam making. So I'd say probably no, because the two plum flavors that I've tried are actually more of the purple plums.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Barry
we-
Barry Jones is saying they're just like a small black plum.
Other plums are available. We're not
So
racist on this channel.
Ludden's cough drop is basically a bit like cherry tunes, but without the menthol.
All right.
So you could just try that recipe that I put up before, the cherry tunes,
Without the
and
menthol in it.
just drop the menthol.
and
So that'll be just cherry berry and lemon. Oh, I've forgotten what is in it now.
Bob's used Flavor West Cherry Crush a few times. Decent candy cherry.
Tiny Dancing.
That's what Bill says. Yeah, it's a
Yep.
tiny Damson.
at chefs in is it
Package?
the fantasy range at chefs?
All
I'm
right,
not
yeah, I've
too sure
got
if they
fantasy
still got,
cherry somewhere.
Yeah, that actually tastes like a cherry tube.
Yeah, I've
I
got that.
think
I'm sure
it
I've
has-
got cherry.
I think it's got a
in
little
mixture
bit-
box.
I think it's got a little bit of menthol in there as well, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
that
I'd like
came
to
in a mystery
know
box.
really what cherry they used in those, because that is good cherry. I mean, it's weird because it's the best cherry I've ever. I have no idea what the hell they're, which cherry they used, but
It's made out of almonds, Bill, because you like almonds.
It's
That's
either
gonna
cashews,
be-
almonds, something of that nature, because you get that note off of a lot of that stuff. I got
and
a
that's
cashew
going to be
goes
really
really well with a
difficult
cherry.
as well to achieve, to get that cherry into like a Delta 8 cartridge, because that has a real weird taste.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
This
It
guy-
has no. It doesn't have that taste that you
The
get.
off note.
Where's it made? Where's it made, Bill?
In a box? No, I don't. Hang on.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't made
Cheers,
in the
Mike.
box, but
Cheers, Mike. Nice to meet you.
hey, Mike,
Do some research first. Thank you very much.
North Carolina.
What am I all doing for my lives? Working till I get to about 70, mate. That's what I'm doing. And then I'll probably die.
No.
It's natural progression. You're born, you live a bit, and then you die. There's bits in between.
5 years of your pension, and
Yeah,
then
5 years of my pension, I'm dead. So that's what I'm doing with my life, my friend. Don't know what you're doing with your life. Play tell. Sheboygan. Smooth transitions. It isn't actually Terry anymore. We know who it is. You got that way for that for a long time, thinking it was Terry.
yeah.
Tom's damn looked at Herb's ramming his cock in any opening he can. Fair enough. Oh, while we're on Herb, I thought actually that I was going to do a response video, because the other day when you did your when you pulled NUVS up, I thought, fuck, here we go. What have I done now? They want to back me.
Hey, Zippy.
Zippy.
Zippy. Thanks, mate. Thanks. I'm glad you appreciate, Mike Gomez, everything that we do, and I'm very thankful that you, even though you don't know us, you wish us dead. That's very thoughtful of you, to be honest with you, mate. Do you know, I hope you go forth and don't ever multiply. Thank you very much.
The one thing I can say is they're kind of a little on the sweet side without the sweetener.
Well, we'll do a little bit of shilling while we're on as well. So while we're on, go over to our sponsor and check it out, which is flavorchaser.co.uk, where you can get all the best mixers from around the world. You can get some of the best mixers in concentrate form, and you can make your own. Is it 200 mil. 200 mil
Yeah.
for the big price of. Fucking hell, Liam, come on.
Liam.
It's all right. The trolls from
Yeah,
me.
one
It's
job.
£8.50. But with your Benny 10, which gives you 10% off, it drops it down to £7.65.
There you go, £7.65 for 200 mil of e-liquid. You will need your VG, and some nicotine. That is what you will need, my friends. But go over and check it out and do buy some of the concentrates from some of the best mixers from around the world. And while we're on, we will give a little shield to Graham. He is closing down Amatorium. If you go over there at the moment, he has got the closing down sale coming on, and he's got also, if you want to try some Glamour, which is Grim Green's favourite raspberry ripple, go over and check that out. And they are at the moment, Graham.
Lucky 777. So if you buy some, you'll get loads of luck.
There you go, Lucky 777. So go over and check them out and support your casters. Thank you very much. So while we're doing that, we're just going to chill out. Someone put a Flavour Smith thing. E-Cig, have you got it up? It's on E6 Shop.
No.
No, I haven't, because I try not to have too much running, because otherwise my PC falls over.
I can never find it.
What, E6 Shop?
Just type in the E6 shop in Google, and
Yeah,
then you get
the
to
E6 shop.
e6shop.uk.
And then go on to clearance, and it's in there.
I'm on there now. I'm just going to go down to the clearance.
Open Chrome tab.
Once I've actually
Open
got
Chrome
rid of
tab.
all the cookies and everything else. Yeah. So so on the e6shop.uk, go on to special offers.
We have got C and G flavours, but we have no idea who C and G flavours are.
Yeah, I mean, these look like they're single flavors as opposed to these are single flavors for mixing as opposed to one shots from the
JP.
sounds of the concentrates. But go on to all sale products, and they've actually got quite a few on here. They've got some of their own mixology.
That's annoying, is that one?
Yeah.
If you go back onto their one shots, it's on there, mate. So not on one shots, onto DIY. Go on to DIY.
Let's see what
There.
it is. Yep, got it.
Yeah, go on to single flavours.
Come on.
What are you doing? Do you know how to use a computer? Click on that.
Just click on that,
Yeah, single flavours, and it comes up, and then you can go down, it's on there.
Aristocat, I believe, is rebottled Cupcake World 2. So, what was it? The Flavour Smiths?
Yeah, Flavour Smiths.
Yes.
There we go.
So there you go. So they've got them on sale at the moment. Banana ripe, blackberry, blackcurrant candy.
They've got the coconut as well, cherry, brambleberry,
Do they have drink
dragon
mix ones?
fruits, grapefruit, honeydew melon, licorice, pomegranate, passion fruit extra, mango, lychee. No, the mango's not in the sale. Let's see what else. Gonna open up. Rhubarb and custard light, sherbet, sweet anise,
Sweet mango.
watermelon fresh, and sweet raspberry juice. So
So there you go. So if you do want to try some Flavour Smiths ones, you can pick them up for £1.20. Where's Graham gone?
I don't know. Apparently, he's eating something that disagrees with him, but the doctor disagrees with him. So I
This
don't
is
know.
Belly that says no, you haven't.
I thought I could get away with that.
I thought you
with
took
my
off for the rave.
surfing skills.
I thought you took off for the rave. I mean, you got your hair done for it, so.
So yeah, if you want to go grab some bargains, EC Shop have got some on sale. I just thought we'd show that just in case you want some cheap concentrates. Go over there for your single flavours and see what you can pick up.
Bob's going to pick up a couple. Said some looked interesting.
Yeah, no, it's worth a try at that price at £1.20.
I haven't
It's worth a try,
tested it yet, vape wise, but I'll tell you that from a smell, that sherbet is the sherbet. At least it smells like the sherbet that's in the UFO candies.
All right, yeah,
You guys got over there.
Yeah.
It's that candy sherbet. It's not like sherbet like the the gelato like sherbet.
The ice cream sherbet.
Yeah, I've been let down a few times, mine, just by going off the smell, because some
I know.
some
I'm
flavors
afraid to
smell
try it because it
really
could
good.
go.
Yeah, some flavors smell really good. They smell spot on to what you want, and as soon as you vape them, you're like, nah.
That's what I'm afraid of right there.
Yeah.
Because off the smells, like, oh, if that tastes as good as it smells,
Yeah.
that's going to be used a lot. I'll have to order more of that.
And to keep it topical, cherry's one of those ones where you can smell it from the bottle, and it's like, oh yeah, I think that's the cherry. And then you vape, and it's like, no, that's not the cherry.
Oh, by the way, Flavorsmith has 2 cherries.
Ooh, 2 cherries. There you go. 2 cherries.
Yeah, and I don't know if either one of them's any good yet. So
It's like bacon. Bacon smells really good, but no, that's
Bacon.
bacon tastes really good too. Anytime you fry up bacon, it's good.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
you can't.
you can't vape it.
You got to have some brown sauce on it. If you ever get bacon, get some brown sauce up.
You don't mess up good bacon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why would you mess up bacon
brown
with
sauce
A1
on it.
on a steak. You don't do that shit.
No, you got to have brown sauce on bacon
You don't
sandwiches.
mess it up. You don't mess
Yeah,
up bacon. Oh my
brown
god, Benny.
sauce, HP brown
A
sauce.
restaurant
already.
near here sells bacon on a stick, which is basically like those big slabs of like a big thick cut of bacon cooked on a skewer, and they dip them in like different sauces and stuff. You can have them in different sauces, or you can just have it plain. Like,
Yeah, you just
cook.
have bacon. You don't mess with bacon.
actually, use some of like the wing sauces they use and stuff on it are pretty good though.
Brown sauce. Get some brown sauce.
You can't
what you need.
improve on perfection.
Hey,
Bill, you'll know.
You can.
It's gotta be HP brown sauce. So.
Get some HP. Exactly. Even Daddy's. Daddy's is not too bad.
Oh yeah, Daddy's is okay as well.
Yeah, get some Daddy's brown sauce.
No brown sauce.
Try
You don't
it.
need-
Have you tried brown
No.
sauce? Do you know what brown sauce is?
I've had brown sauce on Chinese food.
No, that's not brown sauce.
That's
That's what they call it.
That's
That's
barbecue sauce.
And
So
no,
the
they
difference-
basically see who used to get I used to get something that had bean sprouts and brown sauce was some
Black bean
Chinese
sauce.
Yeah.
It could be black bean sauce.
Yeah,
But
it's not.
nice
it's not-
barbecue.
It's not, but they call it brown sauce. I don't care. It's what it's called.
Bob, I only got in here a few minutes before the show because I was working on trying to transfer all my the new to me PC that I can actually upgrade. I put the new video card in. Came in and I was trying to transfer over to the SSD drive because it came with old Rust drive.
But then you gotta remember, when we're talking about bacon to Americans, they actually put that on top of pancakes and then drizzle it in syrup.
Yeah,
So-
true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know too many people put it on their pancakes. They put it next
No,
to it.
you just you eat it next to pancakes. I
Yeah,
mean,
next
take a bite of bacon, you take a bite of pancakes. You know, it's a,
Yeah.
Why? It's been like having bacon with Yorkshire pudding.
no
Bacon is good with Yorkshire pudding.
bacon is good with about anything. You just don't put the stuff on the bacon. You eat the bacon by itself, perfectly natural bacon.
All right.
I,
Let's just agree to disagree on any of that. But
Yeah.
German potato salad, that's where bacon shines.
You know what would make a really good vape? Went out, took Emma out for a meal for her birthday. And on the desserts list, they actually had a Yorkshire pudding. But a Yorkshire pudding eclair.
Right, similar sort of thing, isn't
So,
it?
yeah, Yorkshire pudding stuffed with cream and then drizzled with chocolate on the top.
Buddy John says he puts sauce on bacon. All he can taste is sauce. Craig D's
Pretty
like
much
bacon
sauce.
smoked Canadian, top notch. And Craig D asks, it's sherbet. What about the Bert?
What about the
Serious
bird?
question.
Yeah,
Where's the Bert? Sherbet.
it's the pronunciation, isn't it? I mean, if you go around saying sherbet, which is how
Sherbet,
it's
yeah.
spelt,
It
you
is.
just sound stupid.
Well, that's
You're right,
what
though.
is
It is actually sherbet. Yeah.
It's what is it said
I
on it
always,
on
I always heard sherbet, but it really isn't sherbet, is it?
sherbet?
No, it's spelled sherbet.
Sherbet. But if you say that, everybody's gonna look at you like you got 3 heads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, didn't they say that on what is it? Austin Powers, when he mind tricks Kevin Bacon or whatever he's called, and he goes sherbet.
Well, it was just a mispronunciation, which is the reason that it's called that in the first damn place. I mean, it was people put the R in it, and after a while, it just became standard for it to be there, and they just made that the pronunciation. Or the pronunciation, excuse me.
Bob Smith just bought a 380 Ti 1,200. Wow. Fucking,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it's
graphics cards
the
are
right time to
expensive.
buy now, though.
I ain't paying that much for a fucking graphics card, that's for sure.
I
a
don't think I
bargain.
paid that much for this PC.
No,
It served me okay for 8 years.
but that will serve him now for like 8-10 years at top range, all the games, everything like that. And the prices now are the cheapest they're going to get because of China and Taiwan. All the prices are going to go
Oh,
stop,
just wait.
going to
Well,
go
the-
back up.
And wait, the next round of video cards, the next 1 or 2 is going to be all proprietary. So you're going to be screwed anyway.
the only way I'm actually going to get myself a new PC is if I win one. And that's what I've been trying to do. And it's not working. It's not working out for me.
Mike Haynes just put in, wish Emma happy birthday from me and the lads.
I will do. Thanks, Mike.
So yeah, so we'll come on. Last 15 minutes. What about some other stone fruits? We could do a full show on mango, so we'll
No.
miss that out.
Yeah,
What about peaches?
Yeah, peaches.
You can't do a full
Peaches.
show on mango.
You can do a full top.
Do that
You
on
can
a
do
show
it.
when I'm not here, then.
Okay, let's
we'll
do a
do
whole show on
peaches.
peaches.
See,
Because-
I really like FA White Peach,
That is a
but
good one.
it's also got a little bit of that skin texture that comes
Yep.
through though as well, which is a bit off-putting to some.
It's,
I
it's
always
off-putting, but without it, it's not a peach. It's a plum.
I always
pair me.
I always pair it
I mean,
with
plum.
TFA nectarine.
Nectarine. That's something.
I just
TFA
have
nectarine
FA
is very
peach.
nice
I don't have white peach. I've just got peach.
That's it.
No, I think it is. I think they've only got the one peach.
I've got. Well, wait a second. No, that's not FA. That flavor art peach.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think they've only got the one peach.
This is flavor art peach.
Yeah, because whenever I've picked it up, I've always had it as peach in
It
brackets
doesn't
white.
say. And I mixed that with Capella peach with stevia
Yeah,
and put the two in together, and it comes out real peachy. Yeah.
yeah. Capella
Oh,
Juicy
wow, that
Peach
sounds
is
good.
nice too.
Hey, Peach Keen.
Capella Juicy Peach is nice. Wonder Flavors peach gummy is really good.
Oh
If you
yeah,
want
it
a
is.
if you want a candy gummy, if you want a candy peach,
Yeah, Swamp Thing says Gummy Peach by Flavor West is great.
yeah.
Other facts plus apricot.
Honey peach is absolutely gorgeous.
I'm not keen on honey peach. I find her a little bit too
love
dry.
honey peach. But the other peach I like is peach pie and cream. The Wonder Flavors. Use that around about 6-7%. You can just use that on its own. For me,
Bob Owens to Lois saying they have peach and white.
And
peach.
white.
I was gonna say I have 2 different peaches for flavor art.
I've
Yeah.
only tried the white peach.
Yeah. I've got
The regular peach and then I got the white peach. I actually have both, so they are different. I was wondering that myself because I thought I had 2 different ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine don't say white peach on it, it just says peach. You know,
What's the regular peach like?
peachy.
I
It is. It's pretty
remember.
peachy.
Have I used it?
Basically.
Have I used it yet? That's the question.
Peachy Keen.
I know I've used the white peach. I love that.
On topic with Peach Keen.
Yeah.
Seeing as
I did it
little
with-
John has passed away, bless her.
What-
God bless her.
Wonder Flavors also have a really, really good peach pie. I think it's peach pie and cream.
yeah, that's the one I've just. You have to use it really high though.
Yeah, it's one of their older ones. It's the non SC, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around about 7%. When you pour 7% in 100 mils, you go, woo.
Yeah, but
It's
it's quite
facts,
cheap as
yes,
well.
it's shutting
so-
down. We've just gone through that. If you want to go over and support him, you can go over, and it's $7.77 for a bottle at the moment. If you want to buy a bottle of Amatorium E-liquids.
Apparently, I haven't used that peach yet. That's sad.
Ken's just put in peach pesca. Why did they give him dodgy fucking names?
Yeah.
Because that's the Italian for peach.
Yeah,
Just say peach.
The Pesca Bianca is the white peach, and then the other one is called just Pesca
Yeah, that's what it's put. FA.
for the FAs.
So it says peach and watermelon goes. Peach and apple goes quite well.
Yeah.
Peach and apple plays quite well together.
I was just looking at. I did a
Peach and raspberries.
Yeah, I did a raspberry watermelon gummy candy, and I used that peach gummy in it. It was really good.
I'll still be here, Fax.
Yeah. You can still buy some.
No, you won't.
You can still buy some.
You can't.
Yeah, the FA apricot is really nice as well.
Would you get a sweeter taste on apricot? Sorry,
I'm
Graham.
going to watch all my assets get frozen for 5 months.
Yeah. So yeah, apricot. Do you get? Is it sweeter tasting than the peach? Then
Yes, it is much sweeter.
It is.
It's kind of syrupy as well. So it's a really nice apricot.
Yeah, that Emerdine apricot Wonder Flavors is extremely good.
Yes. Yeah, that's really good.
It's like a little bit almost super ripe apricot, so it's actually like if you're using it like to boost your raspberries or your strawberry or whatever you use to boost it, that's the one to get it to taste a little bit more on the ripe, juicy side. Use 0.25% of that.
Bob, almost too low. With peach and blue ras, they pair really, really well together. With a little bit of hibiscus in there too.
I thought you said pear, peach, blue ras, and pear.
No, peach and blue ras go really well together.
Pear,
He did say pear. He did say it.
Pear just make those peaches a little juicier is all it would really do.
Sesame apricot. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Sesame apricot rule, says Zippy. Faxier says, what new endeavours are you going to be thinking of? He's going to be a rent boy.
He's obviously going raving for a while. I mean,
or a hairdresser.
Yeah.
Hairdresser.
He decided to try out going raving mad. No.
He's going to stand on the street corner in Liverpool and be known as the vaping mime.
Yeah. Blowing his own clouds.
He's going to be a goth hairdresser. I think the stylist is going to be the Raven. The only problem is every time everybody walks out of there, they're just going to be saying nevermore.
Oh,
I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
JP says, will we see any of the amateur line in one shots?
No. It's what it.
See, Bob says peach and pear is amazing together.
Yep. Peach and pear is good, amazing together. I can see Graham will be the mime, and when he's cracked, because he'll be running around saying, "Buy my juice!" Run away.
Bob's we put in VSO peach, VSO apricot, a funny peach, VSO pear, Monobase shape up pear, and some sweetener. Amazing mix. We've got some bids coming in for you, Graham. We've got Mike Haynes put £4.50 in. Zippy's put £5.50.
I've wear nipple tassels.
Nipple tassels as well. Come in, so we need a little.
Basically, if he's going to be dancing for you, he'll be dancing under the name Nut Muffin.
Exactly. So you get nipple tassels and a dance. So we need a lot more than £5.50. Any advances on £5.50?
Yeah, he used to make a lot more than that when he danced.
Mike Haynes is putting £5.55. Can we get a bit higher?
I was out as soon as I heard nipple tassels, to be honest.
I wear my gimp suit.
Now he's back in. Liam's back in now. It's okay.
£7.50 now.
Mike Haynes with £9.99.
We hear 69.69. Come on, let's go.
As soon as we heard gimp soup, Mike went in there with 9.99. Oh, JP's in with 15. He obviously likes gimp soup.
Well, the gimp suit just got them all there, Glenn. You know what you're doing, don't you?
It's like he's
You
this
have
game before,
experience
guys.
in this, I see.
Oh, Zippy does like gimp soup because she's put hundreds UK pounds in. So so now we know what.
I was like,
face
I've
is.
been in the wrong business this whole time.
Graham's like, fuck, if I'd have known that, I'd have just worn my gimps.
JP's, I'm out. You have to throw something in to sweeten the pot if you want to go farther, Graham.
Yeah, tuck it in his pants. He's in his gimp suit with a little hole at the back.
Business
Yeah,
proposition
it
there
just
off
says
Faxi
Yeah.
There's only one place to stuff the money.
Did you accept Fax M
Pack
says,
it in.
Graham, in the future, will it be possible to commission you to do one-off flavours for a
I
side
thought
hustle?
I have thought about that. Custom flavors for people. I have thought about that.
There you go.
There you go, Mike. Mike, here we go. Got a new bid coming out.
Eugene's put Mr. Bojangles.
How much for the full Monty? Come on, how much, Graham?
Well, we've
can
only
put a
got
price on
100
dignity.
UK pounds from Zippy.
You stop it.
That was with the gimp suit. He wants the full Monty, though. That's,
Yeah. We're open to bids. There's no else coming in.
Yeah, really.
Really, he'll take anything.
We get part of this money because he's on the show while they're bidding, right?
Yeah.
They can even use my dungeon.
There you go. There
Look
you
at
go.
that. That should jump the price at least by 50 cents.
But bring your own sanitizer, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
You got her laughing full out on that one. She snortled on that one.
I remember one time it was like I think it was about 22, and this couple invited me round to theirs for drinks after a club, and then they were like, "This is our bondage cabinet," and I was just like, "I have to get out of here quite quickly."
I'm not sure if it's Hulu or Netflix. I saw this little
Netflix.
clip thing that showed up as one of the new shows that
It's
Sex
Netflix,
Dungeon.
Tim. It's
Bonding.
Netflix. I've watched a couple of episodes of that.
Oh,
It's actually
wow.
quite
watch
funny.
them. It's funny.
The
Yeah,
old
it's-
lady
it's quite
shows
funny.
up. She's just talking to him like, "Yeah, hello, it's good," like an interior decorator.
Yeah,
So,
but she-
what would you like in your sex dungeon?
Oh, yeah, I
What?
saw that. On
but
what is it over there?
she's a little prim and proper old British lady.
Oh, Zippy's in. We had Mike Haynes in with 155. Zippy in before that, 150. Zippy's come in with 200 UK pounds.
Graham, in 2 weeks, you're going to be able to retire at this rate.
Yeah. And Faxi wants a raspberry pop tart. Half a litre one off would be a dream.
Oh, raspberry Pop Tart. That sounds
I'll
good.
have a go at that.
So we are coming up to that time. We will say our goodbyes and we will go around and we will start with the man of the moment. The bids have been coming in, Graham. Hello, Graham.
No, I don't know what to say. I'm Liam.
Thanks everybody in chat. It's been great as always. And what Graham meant to say was pop across to amatorium.co.uk and have a look at all of the wonderful flavors that he has on sale at the moment. I recommend Lemon Pocket and Glamour. Absolutely fantastic flavors, but you can't go wrong with any of them. And once you've visited amatorium.co.uk, make sure you pop over to DIYflavorchaser.co.uk and have a look at all of our one-shots from some of the best mixers from around the world, including Graham's Cafe Love. If you like coffee, you will love that one-shot. And I will pass it over to Tim.
Yep. As most of you know, you can find me on most YouTube shows recently. Next week we did the flavor of the week this week, so recipe week this week. So next week we're back on mixing some flavors again. I think it's tell you about looking here. Cinnamon Danish is this week for noted. So if anybody's interested in that, and here is the I know Nightbot's put it out there, but there's the link to the YouTube calendar for mixing shows. And yeah, thank you guys, and yeah, it was a great show. And yeah, support Graham and Liam. Liam's starting off his adventure, and Graham's trying to, figure out how he's going to survive the adventure. So, with that said, I'm going to pass it to the one, the only, the chair, which is Bill.
But wait, there's more. Thanks, Chad. As always, some good questions, good interaction, other than a couple of third graders that somehow got in. And I will throw it over to Benny.
Thank you very much. Eugene says, I had the same thing. You dress up. I handcuffed them up together and fucked off. Still don't know how they got out. Right, while we're on, we are on a break for a little bit. So we're not going to have a show for 2 weeks. Should have really started that at the beginning of the thing, but we won't be here for 2 weeks. I will put a little community tab up if you keep a look on it. But we're off for 2 weeks, so we will back in 2 weeks' time. That's when the competition, when we come back, we'll have the competition on, as I discussed the other week. So 2 weeks' time we will be back with a show. So thank you very much. So thank you very much everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you very much to the chat, keeps us going. Hope you've learnt a little bit, and I hope you can store up some questions for next time we're on. Thank you very much to my fellow casters for coming and joining me week in, week out. It's much appreciated. Enjoy your holidays, boys. You don't have to look at my pretty face for 2 weeks. So, yes, go over to our sponsor, which is DIYFlavorchaser.co.uk, where you can get all the one-shot that you wish for your favourite mixers. Go check them out. And if you use Benny10, you get 10% off. Also, go support Graham at £7.77 for his amatorium range. Much appreciated. And we'll see you all next time. Good night.
Bye.
Night all.